In this video, we are going to be personalizing some amazing items for gifts with the new HTVRONT phone case heat press. This is the new HTVRONT phone case heat press, and you can see that it has a top and a bottom heat pattern. This is to be used with sublimation film, and there are lots of things that you can do with this handy dandy little machine. So you're going to get a plate that has the outline of some items that you can press, and then you can also use these phone case fixtures. So this one is for Android phones and this one is for iPhones. It does not come with both unless you order it that way. You would order it with one or the other, but you can order the phone case fixtures and the phone case blanks on HTVRONT website, and I will have a link for that below. I am very excited to try out this HTVRONT phone heat press. I am so excited to make some wonderful gifts today. So let's get started. It was very easy to set my temperature. This is the top, and this is the temperature for the bottom. And this is the preheat time, 10 seconds, and then the main time for our press. And so it's going to go to 310 seconds. And so right now it's heating up, and we will get our design ready for our first phone case. So one of the first things you're going to want to do for this HTVRONT phone case heat press is you're going to want to take those QR codes that were in the box, and you're going to want to download your user manual, and you're going to want to download the Idea Studio app, the LOKLiK Idea Studio app. So I already had that installed because I have numerous LOKLiK devices. So I have the iCraft cutting machine, I have the iPaint, I have the iEngrave laser machine. But for this one, we're going to pick the H17 phone case heat press. And so I click on that. And now I am going to be doing an iPhone cover first. So I'm going to pick iPhone here, and it is an iPhone 16. So I'm going to pick that, and then you can see that it puts a nice outline in here. So it's got the red area and it's got the green area. So you're going to want to make sure that your design is completely in this area. So I will pull up a design here. I made one in Canva and I downloaded this. I really like this design if you want to jazz up your phone for the holidays. So now we're going to go to upload right here. And I'm going to go to my downloads and I'm going to upload this image. And you see it comes in and it's a little big here. So I'm going to shrink it down. I'm just, whoops, grab the wrong thing here. Put that right back where it belongs. And I'm going to get this to shrink down. I just want to make sure that my Santa is on top of everything. And I want to make sure that my design is in the green there. So I'm going to shrink it a little bit more and I'm going to move it over here. So now I have that. You can see that my design is inside of this green box and Santa's in here. So I'm going to shrink it a little bit more. It might be easier to center if I shrink it down just a little bit more. I'm going to bring it down here. And now what I'm going to do is, while I have this highlighted, I'm going to hit make and I'm going to hit print. And I am going to be using my Epson EcoTank 2840. That is a printer that I have converted over to sublimation printing. Now I'm going to go under properties, and under more options, I am going to make sure I turn this bidirectional or high speed off. And I want to make sure that I mirror my image, because if I don't mirror it, the words are going to be backwards. Everything's going to be backwards. So now under main, I want to go to premium glossy. Let's go premium photo paper glossy. Let me just read on here what it suggests for this film. It says high quality glossy paper. Okay, so I'm going to go with premium. Let's see. Let's go with ultra premium photo paper glossy. That's what I'm going to pick. We'll see how it turns out. And then we're going to go to quality high, and we're going to leave color on there. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to take this in and get it printed onto our film. Now, the film also has a matte side. That is the side that we want to print on. So I will go and get my printer set up and get this printed. So here is our sublimation film, and you can see that this side is matte and this side is glossy. Hopefully you can see that. So you want to print on the matte side. I had absolutely no issue with my sublimation printer picking up the film. So here it is printing on the film. So here is that beautiful design. And so now I've set it on the cover so that it can dry. So I am using the iPhone fixture. So you're going to want to follow the directions for the phone case that you're going to be doing. I am going to be doing the iPhone 16. This is very easy instructions to follow for this fixture. So here is the case. This is a sublimation ready case. I'm going to be putting this piece in here so that it fits, and I'm going to tape that in place with heat resistant tape, and then I'm going to clean my blank up really good. I don't want to have any debris on it, so I will get that done next. So now I have a heat resistant tape on, holding that in place, and I'm going to add my phone case to the fixture. Now the phone case is on the fixture, and I'm going to be adding my design. So I have my fixture with my phone case on, and I have my film on top. You want to make sure the matte side is down, and so that you don't have your words backwards. And now I'm going to close this, and we are going to press this for 300 seconds. I'm getting my heat resistant gloves on for this because this is going to be extremely hot, and it is a hot peel. This is my first attempt, so I'm really excited to reveal this phone case with you. All right, this is going to be super fun to see here. We're on the last few seconds. It's going to be hard for me to show you because I can only have one on. Oh my goodness, I can only have one glove on. So let's get this out and see. Wow, it turned out fabuloso. I just love it. So I'll get this cooled down and get it off the fixture so we can have a good look at it. The case is still quite hot, so I'm not going to take the plug off yet, but wow, it turned out amazing. This is so awesome. So now this has cooled down enough that I can hold it, and you can see how beautiful the design wraps right around this phone case, all of the detail. This is incredible. Now we will try some projects with this plate. You can see that there are numerous different areas of squares and rectangle. So let's get started making some gifts with this as well. So now I'm going to try a round coaster. So we are going to go to our H17 phone case heat press, and we're going to go to flat substrate here. And then I'm going to hit round coaster. And you can see that that will fit nicely on that metal plate that I showed you. So now we're going to go to upload because I found this cute image here. And I'm going to bring it in, and we're going to scale this down to fit nicely in this area. So I'm going to get my snowman right in here, shrink it a little bit more, I think. Gotta stay in that green line because we do want to make sure that everything is in the red line and the green line, and it looks like we're good. So now I am going to click on this and I am going to do the same thing again. So I'm going to be using my Epson EcoTank 2840 and I'm going to pick the same thing, ultra premium photo paper glossy and high quality again, and be sure to mirror. I wouldn't have to mirror this image because there are no words, but I am going to mirror it. And we want bidirectional printing turned off. So I am going to print this image. And then I am also going to do a couple more here. So I'll go back here. I am going to add a new canvas. And I think I'm going to try like a ceramic ornament. So they call it a ceramic plate here. So I am going to find that same design here. And I am going to put that snowman in here and I am going to print that as well on ceramic. So we are going to try two different designs here. We're going to do ceramic and we are going to try these leatherette coasters. So I can see my area here. I'm going to shrink it up here a little bit. Where's our green? Right there. So, and on this side, we have plenty of room there. So we just want to make sure that we stay within the green here. So I'm going to go and get these two images printed the same way. I'm going to print this the same way as I'm going to print for the coaster. And then I will get these two pressed so that you can see this design on both ceramic and on a leatherette, I guess I would call this type coaster. All of the things that we are putting these designs on are Sublimation ready blanks. So for this leather coaster, the directions say that the temperature should be 275 for the top and 255 for the bottom. So that's what I've got it set for. So it is warming up and then we will get this coaster pressed. So my print is dry, so I'm going to move that to the side. And we are going to put our coaster on the template here. So I want to get it on here just right. And now we're going to take our image and we are going to put that down and we are going to put the glossy side up again. So I want to measure this up, make sure that I have this on real well here. I don't want to be missing anything. That seems to be pretty good. So I will get this pressed. Let's shut the cover here and start. And now I have my ceramic ornament print ready to go and my ceramic ornament cleaned and ready to go. So as soon as this leather coaster is done, I will get this one started as well. Now the coaster is almost done, so let's give it a couple seconds here and then we will reveal. Here we go. Oh, that turned out so cute. So let's peel this off. And just how beautiful that turned out. This is extremely hot and I don't want to burn my fingers, so I will get this out. And here is the coaster up close and personal. It turned out so good. So let's get the ceramic ornament going. You will want to make sure that the hole for your ornament is facing the correct way so that when you put your image on, it is right on top of it, just right, and you're not going to have your design upside down or sideways. So let's get this started. So for this ceramic tile, the temperature was 285 degrees Fahrenheit for the top and the bottom. So I did alter my temperature for this and I raised it to 285 degrees Fahrenheit for both the top and the bottom. This set is a gift for a very special friend of mine, and I'm going to be giving her these before Christmas so that she can enjoy them. And you could do so many things with these. You could do the coasters as a wedding gift by personalizing. You could do the phone cases with family photos. You can do the ceramic ornaments as baby's first Christmas and put names on them. You could do, oh, here it's done, our first Christmas together. Here we go. Let's see how the ceramic ornament turned out. Oh, it looks fabulous. So I'm going to get the plastic off of this so that we can see the reveal. This is hot, so I don't want to burn my hand, and I will get back to you. Be sure to have something sitting where you can put this on because this is extremely hot. But I wanted to show you just how wonderful this is and how well this wrapped around the ornament. This turned out so well. But like I said, you can make these ornaments as memorials if someone passed away, or baby's first Christmas, or our first Christmas together, or a special date. The same with the coasters, and you can always put family photos on the phone cases. And here are the 3 items ready for gift giving. This was my first time using the HTVRONT phone case heat press, and I made 3 wonderful gifts in a very short amount of time. The software is incredible. This machine is incredible. It is for sublimation, so you can use different blanks in there, sublimation ready blanks, and I highly recommend this machine. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, see links below, and leave me a comment.